Welcome back. Latino families with children who are deaf or hard of hearing have a special opportunity on the campus of Fresno State. It's an event called the Silent Garden Lecture. And joining me now with details is Dr. Paul Ogden, Professor Emeritus of Deaf Studies at Fresno State, and he's also the founder of the Silent Garden program. Very nice to have you with us today, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So you've been a very long time advocate for the deaf and the hard of hearing. So what message do you want to get to parents specifically who have just had a child who's been diagnosed?
I would love to let them all know that they can make a huge difference in the lives of their deaf children by being involved. Unfortunately, many families tend to back away or leave their children to the experts when really the families can do a whole lot more themselves.
Okay. I know that we talked before this interview started a little bit about your personal experience, and you said that you got a lot of support at home from your parents. Tell us a little bit about that.
My parents were amazing people. I learned so much about being involved. They gave me a fabulous foundation in life and education and communication and social skills, and honestly so much. When I look back, that's what I would love to share with parents. You know, what mine did for me, others can do for their children.
So support in the family and specifically with parents is so key to your success, right?
Yes, hugely. One situation, well, I know that when families have a baby and the professionals say, by the way, your child is deaf, many times parents stop communicating, stop talking, and they don't know what to do with the baby. And that bond can be broken. And so we really want to ensure them that, you know, get involved. Common sense out the window. They can do anything except hear.
So I know that it's challenging to be deaf or hard of hearing, but there's another language barrier that's even more difficult?
Yes. It's what we call communication access, to be able to understand the English language.
Okay.
And many people don't have access to language. And so it's a huge issue, and we really want all of them to learn how important it is to stay in contact, to continue with communication with all people in the family, to make sure that child is able to develop a strong foundation, whether that's Spanish or English or sign language.
Okay. So I know that you're the founder of the Silent Garden event. So tell us a little bit about it. What can families expect at this event?
The families will have a wonderful opportunity. There will be a motivational speaker. It's a Latina mom of 3 deaf children, and she is well known and will be coming here and will speak to everyone there in Spanish and to motivate them and to provide tools and encouragement. And this is the first of its kind in the Central Valley. So this lecture, maybe even in the whole state, is going to be very, very unique, and we will be able to provide so much through this wonderful, wonderful gal. Irma Sanchez is her name.
Wonderful. So I know that a lot of parents may be, at least initially, intimidated and feel, if I go to this event, and maybe I'll be overwhelmed. Tell me a little bit about what kind of services or what kind of help you'll offer folks who maybe have just recently had a child diagnosed.
Yes, it's very challenging. Many of them have high expectations of their children, that their child will be quote unquote perfect, and then come to find out my child is not perfect and my child is deaf. And Irma Sanchez, who's coming, will share her personal experience raising her 3 deaf children. And she will be very gentle and very encouraging and inspire them with stories of success with other deaf Latinos in California whom she's met. So she has a lot to share, and we really hope that the parents will feel inspired rather than overwhelmed. They'll be able to reach out to teachers and professionals in the community who can provide continued support and services for them, and feeling confident in working with their deaf children.
Okay. I want to talk a little bit about your book, El Jardín Silencioso, or The Silent Garden, that you brought here today. Tell me a little bit about this book.
Well, when I wrote this book, The Silent Garden, many of my students who are Latino would come to me and say, it needs to be in Spanish. I said, okay. So we had this translated into Spanish. And what amazes me is it's still the only one available in Spanish in the entire world for parents of deaf and hard of hearing children.
Oh.
And I am pleased to say that this also comes with its audio version. So people are free to either listen to and or read it. And we will be providing free copies to all of the parents who attend the event. And we will have numerous things for them to take home, but this will be one of them.
Okay. So it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, that the Latinos are the largest minority in the deaf community, right?
Yes.
So a lack of resources, I would imagine, is one of the big challenges for them?
Absolutely. Many people out there are not trained to work with Latino children.
Okay.
And the numbers are still such that at the university we're trying to encourage more Latino students to enter the deaf education realm, and especially those who speak Spanish or are familiar with Latino culture. We need more students to become teachers to work with all of these families throughout California. So this is really my first book. And now parents are able to use this one. And again, it's the only one that's out there.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ogden. Thank you for being with us and for all the work that you're doing for everybody in the deaf and hard of hearing community. Thank you.
I feel very honored to be here with you, and thank you so much for speaking to the community that I care so much about.
All right. You're very welcome. And you can sign up for the Silent Garden. It's Friday, February 26th. On the Fresno State campus. You can call the number on your screen for details, or you can email for more information. And we'll also have that information on our website. You can go to abc30.com and you can click on Latino Life.